Just want to make sure that this is the right way. Hello everybody. Hope everybody is doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. Yesterday, I don't know why, I wanted to do a video, but I couldn't figure out what to do. I hemmed and hawed and da-da-da-da-da. Nothing. But here we are today. Because Wednesdays is going to be, we're calling it Work On It Wednesday. It could be a journal, it could be, anything. But at first I wanted to kind of show you something. I have my birthday celebration coming up. My birthday's on Friday, and in my group at Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy, years and years and years ago when I was married, I was in my early 30s, just getting my first Hotmail when it was called Hotmail. Now it's called Outlook. We had taken in a young girl off the streets and I needed an email address. And she said, just do ChrissyBaby68@hotmail.com. I still have that email, but I don't use it very often because it just seems funny, Chrissy Baby. That's why it popped out of my head when I said Chrissy. And I only chose Chrissy on the Purple Hearts because Christina was already taken. So I went, and Christina made it even longer, but I went with Chrissy. Not my favorite name in the world, but I don't mind it. I have a select few friends that call me it. So I have lots of different types of paper packs. Some are wallpaper packs. I've done some dyed. They're all digitals. And I created these yesterday since I wasn't feeling. I'll give you a quick look. Just because you don't see, these are my digitals I created. This one happens to have some pink in it. This is the pink one. So it's all either pink lace or pink or doilies. So with this, it's a wallpaper and I added some doilies in it. Here it's just the wallpaper with a nice lace trim around it. Again, some of them are very simple and they are front, like this one has two different designs because I thought it looked neat. I created this one as well. These are, the ones I'm showing you right now are all ones I created. So I did it front and back. This happens to be a freebie digital I found. And this one somehow got 2 in it. I have to count that one and see if I have to make another pink one and that one. So that's the pink. And normally I sell these for $8 a pack with only 9 in. I put 10 in it and I took them down to $7 or 3 for $15. And if you buy 3 of them, you can choose a little fussy cut bundle that I'll make specially for you. It could be butterflies of a certain color or a mix of color. It could be tickets. It could be just a surprise fussy cut bundle, which would have maybe some birds, flowers, maybe some ladies. This is the purple one I created. I'm partial to purple, but for some reason the purple just really pops. And I created this one, and I love how it turned out. Love how it turned out. Again, it's either lace or doilies. Oh, come on. This is a pinky purple. When I put it with the pink, it looked more purple, and now when I put it at the purple, it looks more pink. So I love how these turned out. And there's variations of shades. This could be a purpley blue, so it could go in many different ones. The same with this. I wanted to do different shades just in case, like, and then I put a few that were close. Now, I put these all out of order. Not that they doesn't matter. It's just when I took pictures, I took a picture of certain ones at the top, right? So, and I want it. Sometimes what I like to do is take a couple of the ones that are, like, they're all pretty, but you know those ones that for me, I just love how they turned out. This one, I love how it turned out. I love how that looks on that purple. And I like how this came out. Now I have this in all colors. So I'm also thinking of putting a bundle of just this pattern, but 2 purple, 2 pink, 2 green, 2 blue, and 2 on some like a neutral, like a deep dark, a dark dyed paper. I'm thinking of doing that because it looks really nice, and that way it could be used in any journal as just an add-on page if you have a digital kit and you're looking to add a page on. And I will custom make this. Say you like this with the doily on it and you would like it this in shades of colors, like I could do purples, greens, pinks, blues, yellows, and put that on, and because it could go any like this, it could go in any journal. If you're doing a purple journal, this is a great just like a tea dyed paper. So I love doing custom bundles, and I will do that. Now this is the green, and I know I have blue started, but to print them all and if they don't get orders. So if there's a color here that I don't have, let's say you want blue or turquoise, ask me and I can see if I can make enough designs with the turquoise, which I can. So again, I created this one. I had a sort of a template with all the purples in that. And then as you can see, I took this and then I took it a step further and I added a flower in there. And then this one is just a wallpaper I found, and I added the doily, pops of doily in it, which gave it a really more vintagey, shabby vibe. Again, there's this one too. It's a good base, and I can do it in all colors. Same with that. As you can see, it looks marvelous on every color, and do double up of that. It's hard to know what people want, but I think for me personally, I'm going to be doing this for my own papers. I'm going to print several of these in different shades, and the same with that one, just to add to any, and especially on dyed paper. There's that one again. I keep putting that in front of it. This one with a really interesting lace, enlarged. This is a digital, that was a freebie. It's okay, but I still like it. It'll be perfect in a journal. And then this is a really dark green. So again, so right now I have the 3 colors. I do have some blue made, but I thought I'm not gonna, it's a lot of ink if nobody orders it. So if you see like, I would like that in a blue, or I would like that in a yellow. I did start the turquoise. So this one here is more just neutral colors. This is a different, this doily I didn't use in many because it doesn't show up on a lot, but it looked really neat on the pink. And again, I did 3 pink. I did some green. Then I did more of a very neutral again. This is good. Here I go coughing, and I don't know why I'm coughing. At least I'm not yawning today. But I shouldn't say that word. So, and I did this. It's got a mixture of very neutrally colors. Like this one obviously would go in a pink or a peach, or a neutral browns type thing. So those are the bundles. And like I do custom, like I had colored, I have like just plain, I don't know if it's handy for me to grab. It is, it's right here. This is all shades of pink paper. It's plain paper, but some of it's got like, it's got some coloring into it. So like for instance, this has got pink with a splash. Oh, it's a neutral, but it's got the splash of pink. So this, and I do have one of these packages that have splashes of color. Like I have ones with blue and green. So this is the pink bundle. And then I have a die. I haven't got the picture up yet because I have to, this bag is terrible. And I'm waiting for my bags to come in. It's terrible. I'm so low on these bags. And that one just doesn't want to. And then I did like a grunge one. The grunge one is really nice. I love this first one. Love it. And these are all digitals. Either I made them or they are, you know, freebies. Nothing is stolen from anybody. I trace. Sometimes I spend hours looking for papers and wallpapers because I trace them. Because sometimes on Pinterest you have to be careful. Because they'll just pin it, but there's no name. So I'll try to follow it back as far as I can and make sure. The moment it says Etsy on it, so that's the grunge one. And then I have a tea dyed or coffee dyed one, which is much bit lighter in color. And I've only started it because I sold all of the other ones already. And aged paper. So that's coming. It's just... I sold it all because I sell these ones. These are great to have on hand. And like, just say you want, I say, Christina, I would like 3 dyed aged paper, or I want one just a fully aged paper, or 1 fully coffee dyed paper, but I want 3 like neutral ones like that. I can do that. I make custom ones all the time. For instance, I don't have any because I sold them all and I've got to make more up. But I have them up on my thing because I keep the pictures. I just have to make them. A lot of it I print to order. But this is a purple wallpaper one. And there's 10 sheets of different shades of purple and different patterns. A lady wanted 2 pink and 1 purple, but she didn't want the pink to be the same. So I went back on and made sure that there was 10 different pink in each package. One she wanted like a brighter pink, and one she wanted a more softer pink. So that's what I did. And also, which will be coming in, I haven't put everything up yet because I'm creating still. It takes a long time to create these. These lace ones that I did took me all day yesterday. So by the time I designed them all and everything. Now, it doesn't take, once I design them, it doesn't take me long after that. Then I have this one coming that I'm in the middle of making. It's going to be almost some collage, it's collaged papers. And don't mind the white border. I cut that off because my printer does a border for everything. And they're very simple. So this can be folded this way or this way. And if you tell me I'm going to do a long journal and I like them printed that way, I can switch it around. Like I can easily take this and make this lengthwise, right? But I like to do a little bit of both. And then I have this one. And then I took this same one and I put roses on it and lace on it. And it changed. Oh, it's beautiful. So I have, but I wanted to do more of a neutral. And then I'm going to do one that's got some pop of pink or in it. One that's all done in pinks with like a vintage feel. So I have those coming that are being created. And what I haven't put up yet is I have book pages and music pages coming as well. But these ones, I have more than 10 in it, so I have to make them a bit smaller. But it's different vintage papers and music. If you want just book pages, I can do that. But if you're needing just music papers, I can make just one with music paper as well. So that's what I have on today for my birthday. Yesterday there was a freebie. And for my birthday, because this is my countdown to my birthday on Saturday. Just one moment, guys. Hi, Jacob. Your snack is waiting for you, baby love. I know there is. And so it's a good price for my birthday. Plus, if you order every 3 paper packs you order, you'll get a fussy. So say you order 6 of them, you would get 2 choices of fussy cuts. So just so you know what there is, let me just move the size. Now let's get on to what today is. On Wednesdays, we're going to call it Work It On Wednesday. I have so much stuff undone, laying around, blah, blah, blah. Like, and here's one basket. One basket. And there's so much in here, I don't even know what it is anymore. And then Thursday is going to be Stack Your Stash. Last Thursday, we did the journal cards. Just the basis. And we're going to do, I think we're going to do tags this time. So that's to stack your, and just keep them like that, and they're ready. So some of this could end up in those as well. I like to have both plain and some done as well. If I know, especially like right now, I know I have a lot of pink, purple, and turquoise journals that I need to finish up. So, and then I should have started a new journal, but I started a new journal just using clusters. It'll be embellished with clustered and stamped images. So I couldn't resist myself. I just had to start. That's what I mean. That's why we've got to. So we're going to look like, for instance, I have this bag in here. And that's one of the things, like if I have all my bags laying in here and I eventually want to get them in baskets, or I'm trying to think of a better, because they don't always stand well in the baskets. So like, I'm not going to decorate this right now. I could if I wanted to, but bags in particular, and this one's already folded, ready to go. And sometimes I will do that. I have to clean mine up, but I have a bin where I keep some folded pages and things ready to go. So if I'm pulling journals together, or like I do a lot of this type of journal where when I get a lot of papers, that odds and ends and pieces, I just throw them together in a single signature like this. I love these journals. They're one of my favorites to work on. I'll just show you one. This one's sold. It's a small one. So this is just a cute small one. And it's a purple envelope, and I covered it. And then I just took some papers I had and created a small journal. By the time, if you do a lot of flips and flops in this, it could get quite full. This one's already sold. And I mean, I don't sell it for a lot. It's $7 plus shipping. And I have a few of those made up, and I do sell them. I don't have them listed in the store because no one jumped on them. That's why I made a journal, because I had one made up, but I have several of those. So let's see what we've got in here. Let's pull a few things out. As you can see, I've got clusters or paper. I've got some pockets. See, this is already done. And it should be in my finished pocket thing, but I think because I was just moving things, so some things, and I keep these. These are great. And I, of course, oh, my what I have in, I have to make some more, I don't know why I have scraps in there. I'm getting low on these. This is a master board, and I made it into tags, and then I had these little left over, and I didn't want to throw them away. These are cute, just to put in like that. But I also saved these, and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to do this, and I got this from 507 Willow House Journal, but I believe she first seen this on, is her name Twisted Paper? No, she calls them Twisted Tangles, and I think it's Rose Hill Papers, but I got to double check. And I have these here, so this technically can go in here, and see, they're dangles. So you can take those scraps. I make them as well, and I do sell the digital for these. I have digitals, and then you make a dangle, and then you can just hang it. I don't have a journal with the dangle. Obviously this one's too big really, but you could put it on the page or on the cover, and it's just papers and scraps, sometimes scraps, and I make them. I did one long time ago, or I did a live with it. Let me show you what. So that's perfect to go in there. They could be different sizes. Right, so I took a part of doily and I just dangled it in there. And I think this one is just started. Right, and like this one here, I just glued some pieces together and made that one. And then I also printed some, and I saved certain scraps because they're going to hang and you want a little more durability. I either do them on cardstock or I double up the paper. Right, so I have all kinds in here ready. That's why I'm saying I need to make some, because I have all kinds of papers ready. See, these are all ready on cardstock, ready to go. Now let me stop showing you things and let me get working on something, or we're not gonna get anything done. So this pocket's done, I think. That's not supposed to be in there. That's not supposed to be in there. Oh, it's not quite done. That's not supposed to be in there. I have to finish that, that's why. Because she's supposed to go on there. So let's finish this pocket off, this loaded pocket. You know, I bought this really nice. I have this hole punch, but I bought another style of hole punch. I can't find it anywhere. It does a nice slot one. And I paid a lot of money for it. And I got to find where I put that thing. And of course, I didn't bring any lace or anything. We could put that underneath her. I think it's, or this one. We're just going to put her on, but we're going to ink her. And of course I didn't bring any of that stuff. Why, I don't know. It's usually my most natural thing to bring with me. But on if you join my Facebook group, I'm going to be having freebies as well. I had a freebie yesterday. I got to put it in my coffee site. I didn't do that first. I wanted the people who are members, who are join my Facebook group, to have, you know, I wanted them to have it for a full day. Just because, and now I want people who may not be in my Facebook group. Now that Facebook group is clearly for selling, Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. So I'm just going to give it a quick ink here. Because the idea, technically I don't have to ink with you guys, but the idea with this is to finish it up. It's just not. I find sometimes when I use the backing that you get in like stickers and that, sometimes the glue, and now that I have my Prit, I was using a different one and it wasn't strong enough, so it wasn't holding well. And sometimes when you get thin paper, it's a little hard to ink the sides. So what you do is you put it along some card and you just do that, and it really does help go faster. And you also don't risk tearing it when you're trying to hurry to get it inked up. I need to get another one. I used to keep a card beside me. Okay, there we go. We're going to attach her. And I have several of these baskets, and I need to go through them and organize them. And then on next 2 Mondays, I have a friend who made a beautiful kit, and I'm doing a journal for it, and I've got almost the base done for it. And she sells her kit so inexpensive. This is just a couple of the pages in her kit. It's a beautiful blue. And I'm going to do for 2 weeks, and then I again will do more of it when I get back. I'm going away. I'm going to try to see if I can schedule a couple while I'm gone away, but this is going to be a flip-flop, and so I've got some of my papers already on the flip-flop. I just got to finish covering it and then choose all my papers, and Monday we're going to start on that using her kit. Just for now, and then eventually I'm going to start back Merry Mondays, guys. I just needed a break from Christmas. I just seen a bit of white there. Okay, but she needs a little more, so that's when you could bring in. But also think, like for instance, she's going in a pocket, so you have to think how much room in that pocket you're going to have. Now this could also sit nicely to the top here, which I kind of like it there. How does it suit being in this pocket? It does suit. It does suit. And I'm almost thinking that one. I have to get making some clusters. I'm really low on clusters. That's too big. And that's too bright pink. Just seeing what I have. I think this one. Yeah, I think we'll put that one on the top. I have now don't always put, I really got into adding other things other than punching the hole and pulling thing. I love doing different types of tabs on these. Now I'm going to see if that'll hold. I might have to put glue on it. Nice, simply done. And here, guys, we don't have to put a full, I used to think you'd have to put a big cluster or something, but you can just take and snip a small piece of lace off, or I could pull in some washi tape. I could put a little gold washi tape down, or this, look at this, well maybe this, I might put this too. I might do both. I'm going to take this green, I really like that green. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out because I don't remember where I got that green. I think at one time our Dollarama here carried it at Christmas, and then they haven't been carrying it anymore. I'm not worried about, I got the full one and I can always cut it in half. Just easier sometimes. So take your washi tape, start adding your washi tape to things. I got that from 507 Willow House. She does that all the time and I loved it. I'm like, oh, that's so simple, but it just adds that extra. It really does. And then just, I don't know if I put enough. Nope, not enough. Or I can just bring that over. Because I don't want it, the glue to sop it. There we go. This is finished. And if you want it to, you could bring in a flower on this as well. If you don't like just the plain lace, grab a flower and add a flower if you want. If you want to carry through, you can just grab a flower. But I'm not going to. I just want the lace. That's how I want it. And there, that one is technically done. I'm not putting it in because I'm going to let it dry. Where's the heart that goes in? The heart sits in there and she sits there. So that pocket and what's supposed to go in it is done. But I don't, of course, I don't want that to... So we have this. Now these, again, this is done. I'm not going to, you could, if you wanted to, make your stuff to go in it if you want it to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it in my pockets. This is just perfect to go somewhere. And see my little stamped images? This is done on a masterboard. I love stamped images. Got to pull them out. I am going to be selling some. I got to get them up. I've only got 2 packages made so far. I got another one on its way. Okay, so that one is technically done. So I need to, and this is done. This is a little baggie I did. See, some of it I think my other baskets got so full, I don't know what is pockets anymore and what's not. Here, I think I can grab my pocket one without standing up, because then I have to fix my blanket. It's cold down here today. I don't know if it's really cold outside. This is my pocket basket. So I'm just going to pop it in here. Now you'll see in my pocket basket, some are embellished and some aren't. I do both. So I just have some plain so I can embellish them. So as you can see, is this a pocket? I'm not sure what. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so different pockets. So let's put this pocket in here because it's done. Now, I want to get to the point where I have pockets like this one is got its stuff in it. This one doesn't. There is all got everything ready to go. So I want 2 pocket ones like this. So, but for now, I'm just going to put them all in one. So that's my pockets. Okay. And like I have these pockets that aren't on anything. They're just ready to go. So I just never know where to put them. Just never know where to put them. What's this? Oh, see? This is a little pocket ready. Oh no, this is something I was doing. And I don't know if I can get it all off. Or I'll just turn it into more pockets. But I think it's meant, this is the problem sometimes when you leave things, that to be glued down, and it flips open and it's going to have pockets. But I don't know if I need this double pocket. But I think I wanted to put some little things in there. I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously I put it in here because I had to fix it and I was halfway through my thoughts. Here, like this. See, I had put in some little paper scraps. I think they were going to be pockets, and then adding paper scraps in it. And then I changed my mind and just never went any further with them. So we'll put those in our scraps. And then this needs a second pocket here. Well, maybe we can take and add that. But I think I wanted a little bit higher. And I didn't bring a lot of paper with me. I should have brought my scrap box over, but I have other things over here that I could use. Just seeing what I have in some paper I have laying around. Whoop. Sometimes it's hard when you go with color because then it limits the journal you can put it in. But I like that. Do I have something else that kind of goes with that I could put on the other side? And then I'm thinking I'll do a corner pocket on that side, or I'll do a writing spot. See, I wished I could get this off. I can't. Because I almost wished it was a writing spot now. There. But we'll do it as a double pocket and we'll put a writing spot there. Okay. Let's go ahead. What I'm going to do. What happened to my pencil that sat here? There it is. Which way am I going to put this? I could. No, it doesn't look good. This is just so I know, because I'm going to glue it here. So it gives me an idea where my glue has to go. So how is everybody doing? I'm doing good. My birthday's going to be low key this year. It's just going to be me and probably Jacob and Gab now. Gab wasn't supposed to be here, Jacob's mom, but I think she's going to be here now. And last night she was asking me, what did I plan any dinner? And I'm like, no, wasn't thinking about that. I forgot to make sure that it wasn't over the edge there. Okay, now we'll just trim that off. There we go. And so this is where it becomes a little unique, because what do you call this? It is a pocket, but it's a pocket with a writing spot. I was trying not to have to pull out the wet glue and fix that. Just the top there. Because then I didn't bring any plain paper over with me. Why didn't I bring plain paper over with me? Boy, I really wasn't thinking, guys. But, I mean, it's close by. I never have to worry about that. I always have paper somewhere close by. So sometimes what I'll do, I know that this is the length of it, and that's where I want it. But of course, I think I want some of the book page to show. A ruler. And I think I want to use with a little bit of a rigid edge. So I'm going to take that in a little bit. I'm going to take it, oops, this way a little bit. This way a little bit. And this way a little bit. Because I want that torn edge look. This is a good scrap, so it won't go out, but that'll be garbage. And I got to empty my garbage can. It is overflowing. And of course, I want to ink this up. But before we ink it, maybe we measure it to make sure. Oh, that was almost perfect. Look at that, guys. Could I have? So when we do this, this will be Wednesday, and I don't know how long it'll go for. It'll be for a while, but we'll jump between this basket and journals and other things like that. And it's just basically work on it Wednesday. So we're going to work on projects we've already got started and try to finish up some of those projects, and or little pockets or little things like this that you have around. Sometimes we'll do that. And then tomorrow, we're going to do Stack Your Stash. So I think we're going to do base tags. And they can be, there's different ways you pull out what you have. Music, papers, book pages. Say you have a calligraphy book. Any unique book pages you have. Scrapbooking paper if you want to. If you have a lot of scrapbooking pads. It's a great way to do some bases, because you don't even have to glue, you just have to cut them up. If you're like me, I have lots of digitals laying around, pieces of digital. That's what this tray is. It's using it up. I got it all pulled out, a bunch of my papers laying all around pieces, so that when I do different things, I can do that. So I'll use some of that. So the idea of this one, I wished I had. There, I went and yawned. It was funny. A lady was watching one of my my collab one, and I kept yawning in it. If you've watched it, This one's already done, almost done, so I'm just going to show you it's fall and won't go. But so you can glue it on here. You could glue it in the middle if you wanted to and have it flip out, or you could put it to the edge if you want it to. All depends. But you've created a thing. You can put a couple tags in here. Then you've got a spot here to tuck something. And if you wanted to, it could also be a page in a journal. So you're making a journal. I don't have any pages handy. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I seem to always lose my voice. Is this one? Okay, this is one of those ones. I've been using up some of the papers laying around. So I could easily put this as a page as well in the journal and then have it flip open, right? So put another pocket here. And so it can be a page in a journal as well. I like using these as pages, especially when I make smaller journals. Then they're perfect for that. So this could be either a page or pockets. It can be both. Or you could paper clip it on if you wanted to. If you just wanted to do that. So for me, I'm leaving because I'm going to not do that pocket because it depends on which way I go with it. So for me to add a pocket onto it, the reason I pulled the fall because it was right there and easy to grab. So there we go. This was something else. So for me, this is finished. It's ready. Other than decorating it, but like I told you before, sometimes I don't decorate it depending on the journal I'm putting it in. Now, if I didn't have the green, this could easily go in a fall journal or a Christmas journal, right? Because it's neutral. And that's the same as what we'll do here. We'll finish up this, put a paper in it. I just don't like these papers I put in it, guys. I really don't. Now, in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put a pocket on the inside. It's just going to be a double writing spot. And the reason I'm doing that is because I wanted that bit of a edge to it. That's scraps. And yes, these make good because sometimes I like nice to layer them like this with different colors and just do a long one. So they're good scraps. I want to just paper clip all of these together till I get them over my scrap box. Sometimes I do that just so that I don't make such a mess on my desk. A mess on my desk. So anyways, I was telling you, so she was watching the video and she sent me a message, well, messaged me in the collab message. Every time you yawned, I yawned, and my husband asked me if I was tired. And guys, I'm not actually tired. I do not know why I yawn on video. I haven't yawned all morning since I've been up till I turned this video on. But then I started talking about it. So then my body decided, well, hey, let's yawn. So I'm one of those people that I yawn when even sometimes, gotta stop saying the word. Even when I say the word, it makes me yawn. I'm silly. Oh, I'm a silly, silly goose. I'm trying to decide if I had lasagna noodles, I would make lasagna soup. Oh, I love lasagna soup. I'm in a soup mood, but I don't have lasagna noodles. And I'm not sure how keen Andre would be to run out and get lasagna noodles for me. It's so good. Basically, you just fry your hamburger meat like you would if you were making spaghetti. I have a big pot and I put a chicken stock in it, a spaghetti sauce. You can put stewing tomato in it as well. I don't necessarily do that because for me it gets too much tomato, but a can of stewing tomatoes does make it really good as well. And then I put in my carrots and celery and let it come to a boil. Then I break up the lasagna noodles in chunks, put it in, boil it. And my hamburger meat I'm frying while that's boiling. And then there we go. So again, this could be put in a page because then that flips open. It's a nice little writing spot. And then put a pocket here. But I don't... Right? You could put that one down. But then again, if I put this down, it limits depending on the journal I put it in. It's a pretty paper. So we're just going to leave that pocket and then we'll decide what I can do with this. Now, if I glue it down, I'm going to want to glue it this way because I already have a nice pocket in here, right? And if I decided I didn't want that color, it's easy to glue over that. And then it opens up. Or it can be a page. So those are done. I just have to figure out, I think what happens sometimes, guys, now I did these, I hand drew them, and I don't know if I like them anymore. I don't like the inking on them anymore. It just says his eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. And I love them. And it's kind of, I hand drew them and had a little stamp of a bird, and then I colored it. And this is my own writing. So I'm not sure about those. I don't want to get rid of them because I did that. That's all these little pieces here. I've got all these little pieces stuffed in here. Some of this is just, it should go in by, like, it's not, I don't know, I got them as a gift, but they're ready to embellish with, so I need to put them in that. But I don't know what to put it in. And this is just a little baggie, so that's just ready to go away. I got to find a place for these pockets. These are, again, there's more of that. That just needs to go in that Twisted Tangle box. Same with that. So those are put in the proper place. And then, okay, let's work on these. Oh, I have blanket wrapped around me and it's getting caught on the wheels. Oh, this is a pocket. I think. Yeah, it's a pocket. So we put that in our pockets. I'm going to, even though this is more of a baggie, because of this, I'll put it in the pockets. And then I have these pockets that are ready. So, like I said, you can decorate these or you can have them waiting to know what to go in. So, I just have to decide that. And then for some reason, I've got these in here. So what we do, I think part of it's just giving them a little something. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put this back in because we got to work on these. And I got to remember what I was doing with those. There was something special. But now I've forgotten the idea. Okay, there's a scrap that came out of that box. Or whatever I want to call it. I need a piece of paper to put on the back of these. What do I have? We'll use this one. Oh, there's a fussy cut butterfly. Where she came from, I don't know. Because I think what's hurting my creativity right now too is I don't have a really good organization of stuff. I'm thinking of redoing one of my rolling carts. Then I thought, well, maybe when I get back, I'll buy a third one. But I don't really have a place to keep the third one. I could, but you know. But to put my paper somewhere else, and I need to go through all my papers and really decide what do I use all the time, and figure out that too. So much to do, so much to do, and little time. Okay, so we're going to use this, and we're going to cover the back of these. Now, again, I don't have to embellish these any further. They can just go in my tag box, and when I'm ready to use them, depending on how I want to embellish them, I can do it then. Technically, for me personally, these are beautiful by themselves. They don't really need much embellishment. Maybe a word somewhere is all you really need to do with these. So by doing this, and all this really needed was to be backed. And I won't do this now, but then once I cut them, I'll just put them in my tag box, because my tag box is buried right now with junk on it. With my projects I'm working on it, because it sits beside my desk. And so that's not a good thing either. That's why I'm thinking the rolling cart, the top of it will be my tags ready to use for my projects, and keep it close by, so when I'm working on things. So basically this is almost like, most of my videos are like a craft along, or you can just watch. I watch a lot of people's craft along, see what they're doing. Sometimes I work on a project. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I enjoy it, but sometimes I have to turn them off because I get distracted and want to try something new. And that's why I end up with a box like this, because some of them are things I tried while watching YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I'll do that later. And I just do the idea with them, but then by doing the idea with them, I forget. So I need to get a book, and when I do one, put the person that I watch do it, and that way I can always reference back to it, because now I don't know who to reference back to. There we go. And then we got this teeny weeny one here. I got this from somebody, but we're still going to put it on there, because we're going to just put it in the tag box. Do we have any more little ones in here? Yep, look at that. Let's go ahead and do that. Then these are all backed, and they can come out of that box and go in the tag box. This is where these come in handy, because it helps with the corner there. That corner does not want to stay down. So let's put some more glue. Again. There we go. Any more tags in here that I know I want to cover right now? Yep, here's some more. See, someone gave that to me. It's already... Is this done? Oh, this is already done. See, why is that in there? All right, so I have room for one more tag. That's just a blank tag. I mean, literally a blank tag. Okay, I think right now at the front, that's all I have. I think. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead. Whoop. I'm going to do this one after, because it'll be awkward right now. And look at that. It's not like I did anything fancy, but at least by doing this, I get them in the proper box, and they're ready. And it's great when you have a pocket or need a little something to have these little ones, when you need just something small. And this is quite simple. And there's several ways you can embellish this. You could put, again, just a piece of lace, or I don't have one made here, but what I like to do sometimes is just take a small cluster of a bunch of little, especially little tiny scraps like this, and just do a small little cluster and just stick it on there. And you could put something small on top of it, a little flower, or you just, like this, sometimes it's just a scrap, but sometimes a little scrap just on here, I see ladies do that all the time now. Okay, that's ready. Because there's not a lot on here you want to cover up because it's got everything on it. Right? So the other thing you can do is go into your words and grab a word and put it in there and just finish it off that way if you need to. So, or a number, but it doesn't really need it because they've got the stamp and the postcard and in here, so they're pretty good already. So when I get off the video, I'm going to put them all away. They're not going to stay there. I'm going to put them away. And then that's some more items. Or you might be like me. How many of you have a box like this of things ready to be, junk to be used? One of the days might be trying to use some of that up too. Because it is something we have to work on. And for instance, say you don't have time to cover, but you know it's going to be a journal card. Like I did that here. I cut this in half, but I didn't cover it yet. But I know it's going to be a journal card, and it's perfect size for a journal card. So I can stick it in there, and it's still ready to use. And it's better than sitting in that box, never being seen. So I might even do that with that. Take that box and cut it into tag shapes, journal shapes, and have like a it could be in a separate bin itself, just, tag bases, then tag bases waiting to be embellished. Okay, 1, 2, that's that one done. I gotta pull my little garbage can out again. That would be perfect for I have a little desktop garbage can. While I'm doing this, I should, that way, there we go. Because these little things get in my way. And because my garbage can is full, there's room for those though. They'll fit in. I gotta check the time, guys, because you know how it goes. I gotta cook dinner soon. I don't want to cook dinner tonight, but I have to. I just want to sit and design more paper bundles. That's all I want to do. That's usually, if I lived on my own, I would miss Jacob to death. So I'm not saying that's anything, but the goal is eventually to get my own place. And my dinners would be so simple. Bowl with cereal. Well, and I have quick and easy things. And I probably pre-make, like if I made a spaghetti sauce, and then did I just shut off? Or did someone message me? Everything, oh, we're right at that time, guys, 58. So it's time for me to say goodbye. And thank you for joining me today. As you can see, it's not like we got big things done, but we got a lot of little things done. Right? Like these are ready now to be put away. And once this shuts off in a minute, I'm going to go and put those all away. I just want to thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and like and comment on the video. The liking, commenting really, really, really helped me out, guys. Really trying to grow. So thank you for those that have liked and commented on my videos, and thanks for subscribing. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow with Stack Your Stash doing tags. So grab your stuff and be ready. And craft along with me. I'm going to just let it shut off while I finish these up. If I could sing, I would sing myself off.